Jesus gave us an example of what it looks like to serve others by washing his disciples' feet. People in the Bible days wore sandals everywhere instead of boots or tennis shoes like we wear most of the time. They walked almost everywhere they went, so their feet got very, very dirty. It was normal for the servants or the less important people to do the dirty work of washing people's feet when they were guests in someone's houses. But it was not expected for Jesus, the Son of God, the King of Kings, to get on the ground and do something gross like washing his friend's dirty feet. But Jesus washed his friend's feet anyway. Why? To show that he loved them and that he was there to serve them. Jesus told us to follow his examples and do the same. Do you think he meant we should wash people's feet every day? No. He meant that we should love people by serving them and by helping them. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Your family, your friends, your neighbors, the people in your classes. These are people who are already in your life, and you can serve and you can help them. When you help and serve people, it will sometimes be the opposite of what they expected, but that's how Jesus lived too. When people think of a king or a queen, they think of someone really, really important. They think of someone with lots and lots of money, cool clothes, a crown, and lots of servants. When God came to earth as Jesus, a lot of people didn't recognize how important he was right away because Jesus didn't act like the most important people. Instead of having lots of money, clothes, or crowns, he gave his stuff away. Instead of having tons of servants, Jesus decided to spend his whole life serving others. He spent his life living the opposite of what people expected. So this helps make you think about that. So look at this arrow and watch it when I go behind this cup of water. See how the arrow went the other direction? Jesus is kind of like that glass of water. He lived in the opposite direction from the rest of the road. We expected the arrow to go one way when it went behind the cup, but it went the other way. He was the opposite of everyone he would be. What happens when we look at the arrow through the glass of water? It changes direction. Jesus was king, but he wasn't like any king anyone had ever seen before. He was the opposite. Jesus wants us to live like him and live in an opposite way of the world. He helped people and served them, doing things for them that didn't make sense because he was so special. It didn't make sense for him to do these things. And we learn from the story of Jesus washing his disciples' feet that we can serve others just like Jesus, and that serving others lets the world know about Jesus' love and helps our faith grow too. We learned so much this month. We've been talking about how to launch your faith like a rocket ship, launching into outer space. And let's see if you can remember what we talked about. When we heard the story of Jesus visiting Mary and Martha, we learned that we can spend time with God, and that spending time with him makes our faith grow. And when we heard the story of the paralyzed man, we learned that people can help our faith, and that we can help other people grow their faith too. When we heard the story of Peter and John sharing the gospel, we learned that we can share God's story, and that sharing his story helps us grow our faith and others' faiths too. And today we learned the story of Jesus washing his disciples' feet, and we learned that we can serve, and that serving others lets the world know that Jesus loves and helps our faith grow too. So I hope you guys remember that. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you back here real soon.